Hey friends and family. In this video, I'm going to share a story with you, one that will likely resonate a lot with you specifically, precisely about trading for an income, trading for a living, when to do it, and when is that proper time to make the leap from a job to a full-time trader. You ready to dive in? Awesome, let's get into it. About 2 days ago, I posted this on Twitter. This gentleman, who I will block out his email, replied with an amazing message of hope, abundance, and prosperity. What I want to do in this video is just walk you through my thoughts, my beliefs, and my opinions on how fantastic he's doing and how, if you are in this situation, can also alter and adjust your line of thinking, your mindset, and of course, your trading accounts. I replied to your tweet about something that seems impossible for me to achieve this moment in my life. $1 million trading account seems rather way out of reach. Here's a little backstory. I belong to a middle-class Indian family. Indian middle class is kind of like below poverty line in the US. Anyway, I moved to Canada 5 years ago and started working to get my permanent residence, which I got last year. Congratulations, by the way. I worked odd jobs and made some savings. I earned around $50,000 Canadian gross at my current job and worked about 9 hours, 6 days a week. So then he goes into his expenses. I spend around $900 for rent, $300 for food, and some bills. Very normal, right? Everyone has expenses. Everyone has bills. This is truly the majority of the United States of America. Now, when he says mistakes, I purchased things I'm not really happy about anymore, like a car payment. Again, maybe not. We have to have cars to drive around. And again, you're going to have expenses. Investments. I have around $25,000 in long-term investments, mostly blue chip stocks like Boeing and Apple, which, by the way, congratulations. That is extraordinary. Incredible to have that type of savings at such an age. Goal. I want to leave my job and do day trading, swing trading full time. I want to start making at least $3,000, $4,000 a month before I do that. So this is him replacing his current income, right? All in all, I ran about $3,200, $3,600 net a month with my expenses around $2,500, $2,800. So he has a little bit of a buffer. And keep in mind, this gentleman is 23 years old. And here is his purpose. Here's his why. Now, he's been a part of real life trading, discovered real life trading weeks ago, essentially. So I love it. I love that you're here, and I love this email. Many people are going to find themselves in this situation, and ironically, they might not even be 23. They might be 33, 43, hopefully not 53, but sometimes you never know. What has to happen in this exact approach, and this is what I wish I was given at 23 years old, is you have the opportunity to increase your income exponentially. That is probably your number one focus for right now. I would, if you want to be an active trader, figure out how you can either A, trade this amount actively in your long-term investments, right? So sell Boeing, sell Apple, and look to actively trade that amount of money with a risk of $100 or $200 to get proficient at active trading. In my personal opinion, to make about $3,000 to $4,000 a month, every single month for income, you should have at least $50,000 to do that on a monthly basis. Now, sometimes that might be a little bit too much, sometimes that might not be enough, but essentially $50,000, if you can get about 10% a month, which is close to $5,000 a month in this situation, that's doable, that's possible. That would represent 10 R's a month. However, what we have to do before we quit our jobs, ladies and gentlemen, is prove to ourselves that we can do it. This amazing gentleman, being only 23 years old, has an amazing focus, an amazing why, and a really bright future ahead of him. So my suggestions, thoughts, and opinions is figure out a way to increase your income. An example, here's a formula. Let's say that you found 200 people in your city, in your neighborhood, in your community, in your church, and those 200 people, you were able to provide a $200 value product or service to. Whatever that value is, whatever that product is, whatever that service is, maybe it's real life trading, maybe you're doing affiliates, maybe you're doing some type of promotions, offers, sales, but you're connecting people with a need that they have. If you do 200 people at $200 worth of value, that is $40,000 of income. And in my opinion, that can be done easily. How do I know that? I did it. I got a lot of rejections, I got a lot of no's, but I was able to find value that people needed and provide that value with something that already existed out there in the world. This is sales or offers or agreements or connections or transformation currency units, right? You get to decide how you decipher this in your brain. But essentially, what we need to do is either, like he said, have a side hustle, which he has done before. So he has worked in, grinded a little bit, throwing some extra money at it. Keep doing that, but just alter your perception of what is possible. Keep in mind, the word impossible spells I'm possible. So what we need to do if we are going to trade full time, regardless of your financial situation, is yes, you will need to have your debts as little as possible. However, you can only scale your debts so much. You can only have so little expenses. The income can be increased exponentially. And in this young gentleman's situation, what we have to do and what you should do if you want to trade for a living is take some amount of money and start actively trading that. It can be $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, but actively trade your amount of money. And then over here, find a side hustle to slowly build up this pot of gold, this opportunity, this nest egg. Figure out a way to build this up with an ease, something simplistic, something simple, something readily available to anyone and everyone in the world. And use this money to beef up and grow your trading accounts. As you grow your trading accounts, your R increases. And even if you make 2 or 3 risk units per month, you can really start chipping away at, obviously, number one, your expenses, right? No cars, no credit cards, things of that nature, but you're always gonna be spending money on housing, potentially, but you definitely will always be spending money on food and most likely utilities. So there is a way to do this, but it's a truly mindset approach. Go find other streams of income, increase your current cash holdings, increase your income, and use that increased income, use that increased cash holdings to trade more, understand the process, chip away at your debt, continue doing that for 2 or 3 years, and then you will be in a spot where you can make the leap. And I promise, my friends, you will always have to make a leap, regardless of how much money you have in your accounts. I know individuals with $300,000, $400,000, $600,000 in their accounts. They are still afraid to take the leap. The leap is going to have to be made regardless of how much money you have. Increase your income, get your expenses to an okay, relatively decent level, actively trade, understand the process, and in 2 or 3 years, take that leap. However, this piece, the increasing of your income streams, is primary focus. That needs to be your number one objective. Trading is as easy or as difficult as you want it to be. This piece is readily available to anyone in the world at any time. Use it, amplify it, make your money trading, grow both ways, and be an incredible human being. If you found that helpful and just a little bit useful, make sure to hit subscribe and hit the button that looks a little bit like this. I would absolutely appreciate it. My personal mission is to enrich lives with mentally liberating education. And ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you of one thing. I do have the capability, the skill sets, and the history of taking anyone in any financial situation and revolutionizing their perspective, their thoughts, their trajectory, their mindset, and their life. I can get anyone on a track to be financially free. Does it take time? Of course. What doesn't take time and what doesn't take money? The answer is nothing. Everything takes time and or money. So with the right focus, with the right clarity, the power, the precision, and the purpose, I can get anywhere to where they want to be. Be a part of this channel, be a part of our mission. You absolutely rock. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.